Okay, okay. You know what? You know, the other day I did my WrestleMania 33 booking show and everything, and I did my best to try to come with the best WrestleMania 33 card, and everybody's had their speculations on matches. Um, I need a rant because fucking I've seen the match card, and I'm swear to God, this is exactly how it's going to be. This is going to be way worse than 29. Now, if anybody knows me, WrestleMania 29, in my opinion, was the absolute worst WrestleMania of all time. Only one match was great, and everything else was just predictable or shit. Now, to help me with this live chat and everything, I got three of my good friends right here. First of all, we got BBB717, aka number 21 in the Royal Rumble contest, Cody Brainer here. How are you doing,
So
Cody?
goddamn close. So goddamn close. And I'm
I'm not
doing
gonna lie
well.
to you, I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you.
I saw Bray Wyatt, and like I remember my reaction, dude. I realized I'm like, oh my god. But then
There's
of
that
course
applause from
Roman
Mitch.
Reigns.
You were close, dude. I was rooting for you. And then we
Roman
have
Reigns
number
has to
5.
ruin everything, man. Reigns has to ruin everything.
Fucking Roman. Next, we have the 5th participant in this year's Royal Rumble contest. Another one of my good buddies here, Scott Casey Gale, aka Will Brown, number 1.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Good.
That was great, man. And then last but not least, we got number 16. And I'm not gonna lie, I gotta get this out of the way. As soon as I saw this guy get Sheamus, I immediately went, Father! I immediately saw the exact same thing. We got number 16, the winner first World Rumble contest, one of the masters of wrestling rants, I like to call him, Lazy John, Mitch, formerly known as Wrestling Group.
Hello, guys. Hello, guys. My name's Mitch. How's it going, everybody? Thank you very much.
Oh God, we're gonna get fucking murdered. We're gonna get murdered by trolls. Murdered by trolls is gonna be great. But anyways, I kind of wanted to do this video after I heard about the rumored match card that's possibly supposed to be Happy Producer Year's WrestleMania. Quite honestly, I'm not really happy. I've been actually very I really hope this doesn't happen. Now, I think we can all agree on this. WrestleMania 32, the problem with that is there weren't enough stars. We had a lot of big names out like Sting, John Cena. We had a lot of big names missing last year, so it was really hard to do a WrestleMania card. Now, I'm not saying that WrestleMania was the worst I've ever seen, but I don't think it was that bad either, in my opinion. There were still good matches on it, but it came down more to on results and how they booked some of the matches was just weird. This year, there's no excuse. They have a lot of talent now. They got way more talent than they usually have. But the problem is how I've seen the match card and how I think it's going to play out. I don't like the direction. I think there's misplaced matches. I think there's things that need to be changed up a bit. I think there's tons of things that need to honestly be changed, to be completely honest. Like I said, what we're going to do is I'm going to go down each match very quickly, the rumor matches, and we're going to start with Cody, and we're going to work our way all the way down to Mitch last on the possible matches that we could possibly see, and if we think this match will be fine or not. So, for I've seen right now is a fatal 4-way for the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte defending against Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax. Cody, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts about that? Are you fine with that, or what would you change?
This is one of the ones that it's not necessarily a quote unquote bad thing. Personally, now people may say, "Oh, Nia Jax is it, and Nia Jax is not good," but the thing is, you also have Sasha, Charlotte, Bayley, and another good play I could see happening is, oh wait, Charlotte, Sasha, that was supposed to be the last match they had, blah blah. Which fair point. However, if it hadn't happened for a while, first off, not saying what's it called, fucking, it should happen again, but just saying it hadn't happened in a while. And plus, think about this: it's not 1-on-1. It's a fatal four ways. You have two other people to worry about. So this one, I honestly would put more on the good side than the bad side, but I could see if people would put this more on the bad side. But this is actually one of the ones I'm okay with. I'm okay with.
Okay. All right, and that's fair enough. Scott, what about you? What are your honest thoughts about this? Are you fine with this? Do you think this is fine for WrestleMania, or would you change it up? If so, what?
I would change it to to Bailey versus Sasha Banks for the women's championship. I would have put Bailey over.
Yeah, I agree too. But obviously, we're not going to get that match now. I think, in my opinion, it's a little too late. I think they should have Sasha retain that roadblock, and then go on her run. Maybe the first month as a babyface, be a slight tweener, and then slowly turn her heel, and then they do the babyface Sasha and Bailey match in Orlando, which is the home of NXT, which again makes fucking sense, but fuck logic. But if we're not getting that match, so Scott, my question to you is, are you fine with this match? And we know we're not getting Bailey and Sasha Banks, at least not yet. So, as in terms of this match alone, do you think this match is okay beyond the card of WrestleMania?
Yeah, I think it should change. I think it should be Sasha and Bailey. I would change it.
All right, fair. Yeah, fair enough. And, that's a fair statement. Now we'll go on to Mitch here. What are your thoughts about this possible match? Are you fine with it? Would you change it, or what would you do with it?
I'm fine with the Fatal 4-Way. I think that is fine. I think doing Sasha Banks, Bailey, Charlotte, and Nia Jax, and I think putting Nia Jax over would be good and would elevate Nia Jax. So that's number one. Shane McMahon and AJ Styles, I'm fine with, because guess what? Anybody that is trusting AJ Styles with Shane McMahon is huge. Think about the matches Shane McMahon's been in. Kane, Kurt Angle, Hest, Randy Orton was another big one. The Big Show. Being trusted with the boss's daughter is huge. The boss's daughter, the boss's son, the boss's son. But the only person that was not trusted, the only person that was actually not trusted at all with the daughter, which was Stephanie McMahon, was Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's horrible.
Okay.
That was bad. That was low. That was low even for you. That
Lower
was
than it was actually lower than Owen Hart fell.
Okay, that
Moving on.
Okay, yeah. Let's just moving on. Okay.
Okay, so
Now,
moving on. I think AJ Styles and Shane McMahon are good. But I
actually,
think
that match yet. I wasn't going to get to that match yet, but actually, since we're on the subject right now, we might as well go ahead and talk about this. This is the match that. Here's the thing. I don't mind seeing this match. The problem is, for WrestleMania, I don't think it makes any sense. Like I said, this upcoming match right now I want to talk about is, I think it's fine for maybe SummerSlam or another maybe like SmackDown pay-per-view, solo pay-per-view. I think I'm fine with. But for WrestleMania, I think this is stupid. I think AJ deserves a hell of a lot better, and this is coming from I'm a big Shane McMahon fan as well. It's AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon possibly happening, but now there are rumors going around they could be doing Triple H and Shane McMahon. So if they don't do that, and they're still sticking with AJ Shane, Cody, let's start with you. What are your thoughts about that? Are you fine with this match, or would you 100% change it?
This is one of the matches that I'm actually perfectly fine with. Styles and Shane. Well, it may not. It's a weird one too. It is one of those matches that's like, would that work? But then you look at both AJ Styles, and you look at Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon, honestly, is like very, very underrated. Not a lot of people talk about how great Shane McMahon is, which the guy, even though he's a McMahon, he's the talented McMahon, like the very talented McMahon. So while it's one of those, like, it doesn't seem like a Mania match, but it could deliver at WrestleMania. This is one of the ones I am honestly perfectly fine with. And I think me and Scott would have a good time debating on who would win that match. I just got that funny feeling. Put it this way, we're both on the two complete different sides of the totem pole. He's in the Shane McMahon side. I'm on the AJ Styles side. that would be
Well,
fun.
and and that I respect your opinion, but well, we're gonna go ahead and go with Scott now. Now, Scott, are you honestly 100% fine with this, or do you think they should change it, or what?
I think they should add something to it, like make a street fight or a Hell in a Cell or something where Shane McMahon takes a nasty bump.
Okay, and Cody just said that you would definitely root for Shane McMahon, while Cody rooted for Styles. Is that true?
Yeah, we root for Shane.
Oh crap! Freaking Jacob. Sorry about that, guys. Jacob was trying to call. I think he might want to actually try to join in. I think that's what he's trying to say. Let me see if I can get him in. But while I'm doing that, Mitch, what are your honest thoughts about the whole Shane and Styles match? Do you think this match should happen, or do you think they should do something else?
It should happen. This is honestly, he got a good reign. He's had good matches. Him going against Shane. Yeah, a lot of people may be against it. But yet again, it's not. It's at least he's on the fucking card. And he's not put in a shit match. Him being put against Shane McMahon is not a shit match, and that's what people need to realize. Not a shit match, and it's. I think it's fine. However, some people may bitch and complain, like people tend to do, and fuck it. Who cares? He's on the show. He's going to be in a match with Shane McMahon. It'll be fine. So. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it there. I'm not going to crap on it. They're going to steal the show. They're going to do a great match. The only thing I will say is Shane McMahon said even at the beginning, this is not about us. This is about the talent. Well, it's been about Shane all along. He went against the fucking Undertaker, and then he went against stuff. Then he was participated at Survivor Series, and if he participates at Mania for a second year, it is about them. And I it's cool. I like Shane McMahon. He does put on great stuff. He does sick bumps. Like hell, that bump he took from Roman Reigns was insane, and was concussed to hell. Him jumping off the cell for his age is great. Him and AJ Styles will definitely put on a great match. And long and short, I think AJ Styles and they're going to kick the shit out of each other. Let's just be honest. They're going to kick the living shit out of each other. So it's all good. But
and again, we'll go back on some of these matches after we're done listing these matches. We'll give our thoughts on what we should, if we had creative control, what we would do instead. Now, this is the biggest fuck. Okay, you know what? This is the part where I get fucking mad now. And I swear, if somebody defends this, someone's getting kicked off this fucking thing. Because I don't think one person's going to be happy about this one. Especially Mitch, especially me, especially Cody, especially Scott. So here we go. So let me get this straight. You have The Undertaker, WrestleMania 33. You have John Cena. This match was going to happen last year. But Cena, unfortunately, got injured. You have this big match. And we're thinking, well, who's Undertaker's opponent going to be? He's got to have an opponent. So you're going to be John Cena. That would sell out freaking the stadium. Nope. Okay, how about AJ Styles? Nope. Samoa Joe? Nope. Chris Jericho? Nope. Kevin Owens? Nope. Finn Balor? Nope. Let's take the one guy that fucking everybody hates and have him against The Undertaker, and we're going to put Roman Reigns over because we got to make him look strong. Like, I am so done with Roman Reigns at this point that it's come to a point where Roman has officially broke me as a person. I just honestly cannot stand him. I flat out cannot stand him. And if this is seriously going to happen, I am going to fucking riot. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just so irritated by this. I'm just sick of them trying to get Roman Reigns over. And apparently, from what I've heard is what I've heard rumors is apparently the reason they're doing this, and whoever wins or loses, Undertaker's gonna show respect to Reigns and try to get Reigns over because it's The Undertaker and everybody respects Undertaker, but everybody loves freaking The Rock. Look how well that turned out. I mean, you could do the exact same thing with Stone Cold, same reaction because it's Roman Reigns. Cody, we'll start with you. Honest opinion, are you fine with this match being at WrestleMania, or should we change it?
Okay, this is where I have a big, major red flag on the field. But major, no. I am 150% not fine with this match at all. It's like you said. First off, the Rumble, right? I don't want to remind people about the Rumble, but you know what happened at the Rumble with
We all do. Even Mitch knows, and myself.
with Reigns, and everyone here gave the same sort of reaction. Basically, in nice terms, we did not like it. In mean terms, in fucking pissed off terms, well, look at our different reactions. But this is where I'm not okay with this. I've heard two things about this. Number one, it'd be a passing of the torch deal, and two, Taker is having hip replacement surgery after he retires, which means that this could be false. I could be wrong on this part, but this could be his last match. And if it's a passing of the torch, that usually means most times, not all the time, but most times, the younger guy wins. And if this is Taker's last match and the Roman Reigns wins, I'm not responsible for anything I say in major rant. I'm not responsible for any scene I make. And I try my hardest to just be like, hey, don't complain as much. Just enjoy the product. And I'm at my limit with Reigns. I'm very much at my limit. I have said that I would rather have Roman as a world champ than Cena. Barely, by like not even a freaking quarter of a millimeter. But only because there are two midgets in this call that I've said that. Anyway, onto the real answer of that question. I have my limits. Even I have my limits when it comes to that. And if this happens and both of the rumors that I've heard end up being true, I'm not gonna be so nice when I talk about it. That's just all I'm gonna say.
First of all, a couple things. That's actually very good points. First of all, we have Jacob here, Jacob McGovern, formerly he's also known as Channel with Jacob, formerly known as Cubics Wrestling Show. Great kid. He was also in my Royal Rumble contest. So, ladies and gentlemen, give up for Jacob, please.
What's up, everybody? If there was applause, I think it would be cued right now.
Oh, motherfucker. I'm dropping the ball. 1 sec. Oh, my God.
Mitch, you missed the DQ, man.
I missed it.
Mitch, I told you, you got to make Jacob look strong.
Oh, fuck it. It's Jacob. I love you, Jacob.
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob, don't forget about those Adderalls now.
Oh, there we go. Oh, 6 seconds too late.
Well, we'll say this. Mitch definitely pulled off a Papa Shango.
Yeah. So what was
let's get this.
What was that earlier about Stephanie McMahon and Macho Man Randy Savage? That shit was great.
It was. Now,
Really
we were
right
just
there.
talking about the matches, Jacob. We were actually going to go Scott. We'll go you last, and we'll get your thoughts about this. Scott, what are your thoughts about Roman Reigns and Undertaker possibly happening? And like Cody said, this could be Undertaker's final match. I mean, what are your thoughts?
I cannot stand Roman Reigns after what he did to the Undertaker. And I'm no longer a fan of Roman Reigns. I will never support Roman Reigns, even if he turns heel. They go with this match. They better put Undertaker over, or you might read about me in the newspaper.
Oh, no, they'll put Roman Reigns over. I mean, what's even scaring me, I don't know if you guys have noticed either. Like, even on freaking Raw tonight, Reigns flat said, this is my yard now to Joe. And I'm like, why does this sound so familiar? Like, who else would say this is my yard? Who else said that?
The Undertaker.
Exactly, and that's really scary.
Them about it.
That's making me go, oh my God, they're gonna do it. I really hope not, but we still got two more people here. So, Mitch, you're very controversial, but I know you can be very honest. You are a very honest person. I need your honest opinion. Do you want to see Undertaker versus Roman Reigns? Do you think this is fine, or do you think they should completely just scrap it and do something else? especially if this is going to be Taker's final match.
Who said it was going to be Undertaker's final match?
Well, Cody, it's not like it's going to
It's
be,
not
but there's
anything like
speculation.
but based on
I'll
stuff
get,
I said,
I'll get
it
my thoughts out
could
here.
be.
I'll get my
It
thoughts
could
out.
be.
Just everybody calm down a second here. Everybody calm down. Okay, so I think everybody just needs to calm down a little bit and keep calm and love Roman Reigns.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, God,
Shut
no.
up, man. You're the one that have a fucking vein pop out of your fucking skull.
Gotta make Roman look strong, man.
Dude, don't forget about those
Calm.
arrows.
No, guys.
Those arrows.
No. Hey. Be calm and love Roman Reigns. He is my hubby. I've always loved Roman Reigns. Number 30 was definitely sucked.
You're such a
Wasn't
liar. You're such a liar.
Wasn't he? No, I'm not lying. I said I wasn't.
Guys, this is what you said.
Hey, guys.
Freaking troll.
No, guys. Roman Reigns. I'm fine with Roman Reigns going against Taker. However, I am not fine with him coming out at number 30 and being shoved down our throats. If he beats Taker, I'll be upset. But as for the match, I think it is fine, and I think they'll do a good match. That is my honest opinion. Now, you guys can believe that.
Okay, Jacob, what about you? What are your thoughts about this possible match happening?
You know, like it's not gonna be a bad match. Like that's my only gripe with it is that like it's not gonna be a bad match, but like they couldn't have put anyone else but Roman Reigns against the Undertaker this year. I mean, come on. They had a clear like I'm just saying I would have rather had John Cena or the Undertaker like at WrestleMania this year because it would have just made more sense, especially with Cena as a 16-time champ. And yeah, like I don't know. And plus, you know, Taker looks a bit fucking old. I mean, come on. Like I saw him in the Royal Rumble match and he could barely fucking move. It's kind of sad. It's just getting sad now. So yeah, I think this might be Taker's last match. And if it is Taker's last match, it shouldn't be against fucking Roman Reigns. But you know, either way, they're gonna have a good match. So those are my real overall opinions on it. Like I don't care to see it. I'm not. I don't really have expectations for it. And if it's Taker's last match, then fucking Roman Reigns should lose. There you go.
All right, I think we got everybody on that. Holy shit, I heard doorbell ring. Now let's move on to another match that's going to be most likely happening, which I'm totally fine with. I would honestly add just one more person into this match, but I'll get onto that later. The other possibility is Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. Now, I guarantee this match, this is one of the few matches I'm fine with, and it makes a lot of sense. The question is, though, will it be for the U.S. title, the Universal title? We're not sure yet. We'll get onto that a little bit later. Cody, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, are you fine with it? Is this fine for WrestleMania or what?
This is obviously I'm obviously fine with this. Jericho, Kevin Owens, Mania. The friendships don't last forever, obviously, and I know a lot of people have enjoyed the Kevin Owens Chris Jericho run that they've had, but it's got to come to blows at WrestleMania, and I think I'll mention that a little bit later, but with Jericho being the U.S. champ, you know.
Okay,
Scott, we'll go to you next. Are you fine with Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho Mania, or
I would
you
like
do
to see
something different?
Jericho and Owens go at it one-on-one. I prefer the Universal Champion, but I would like to see that because I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense too. And then Mitch, what about you? Are you fine with this match, or we should change up, or what?
No, I'm fine with it. I think it's a good addition to Mania.
And then finally, Jacob, what about you? Are you fine with Kevin Owens, Jericho?
Of course, I'm fine with it. Like the only problem is like the only thing I have to think about is like, will it be for a belt or not? And I don't think it's going to be for the Universal title because they're already setting up Goldberg and Lesnar at Mania, and they're setting up Owens versus Goldberg at fucking Fastlane. So I think Goldberg might win the belt, and like I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's been building up for so long that like it's inevitable that these guys are gonna have a match at WrestleMania. But like I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Now let's go to another match that was the match I was looking forward to the most, but now it's on hold right now. I think you all know what match I'm talking about. This is the match that's very iffy right now. It depends on if this person can come back in time. I'm not gonna lie. This was the only match besides Owens and Jericho that I was looking forward to at all. It was the match that I'm most intrigued about, but it might not even happen.
Chris
That's
Benoit
Triple H,
versus
Seth
the
Rollins.
family.
Seth Rollins, Cody. I think we go all. You know what? I think this is gonna be a landslide. I think we can all agree we all want to see this match. But the question is, one thing I want to ask right now is, do you think Seth Rollins will be ready to compete for at least one night, at least for WrestleMania, and then go back to rehab and kind of wait until he's 100% again, or what? So, Cody, we'll start with you. Do you think Seth Rollins will be ready in time for WrestleMania, or do you think they need a replacement for him?
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. There was some potential good news about his injury, but now earlier today there was actually some bad news about his injury. They said that he could be out for about 8 weeks, which would lead to what's it called? A week, I believe, before Mania. So he would be cleared. It's just a matter of if they want to go and risk them doing that and how they would go about it. But then there was bad news early on that he's in Birmingham, Alabama, for a doctor checking on his knee for a possible second surgery, from what I heard. And if that happens, then the chances of that match happening in Mania are going to go down at the end. I said before it's a 50-50 when talking about this on Skype Girls and all that. Do I want it to happen? Yes, I want it to happen. That would be one of the matches I would be perfectly fine with, because it's been kind of building, quote unquote, not directly, but in a sense, since August. But do I think it's gonna happen? I just get the feeling that Faith is gonna be evil to us and not give us nice things. So I feel like it won't happen. I feel like it won't happen. I want it to happen, but I don't. I can just see it. Rollins barely missing it.
Okay, and Scott, what about you? What are your thoughts about this? Do you think he'll be back in time for WrestleMania, or do you think he will miss this year again?
I hope he comes back in time for WrestleMania, because I'm really looking forward to Seth Rollins versus Triple H. That's definitely a match in the making, a dream match, and it's definitely WrestleMania worthy. So I really hope it does happen.
The fuck is Mitch doing?
Well, we'll see right now. I'm asking right now. Mitch, what about you? Do you see Seth Rollins coming back in time for WrestleMania, or do you see him getting replaced, having a replacement for Triple H, or what?
Oh, I could see Sami Zayn versus Triple H. As for Seth Rollins, that's my opinion.
You're not taking this seriously, are you? So Jacob, we'll go to you next.
My honest opinion, Sami Zayn is going to fucking win. And he's going to go against Triple H. They're going to do the Sami Zayn and Triple H thing. And then fucking Seth Rollins isn't going to fucking wrestle. And if he wrestles, good for him. But I don't see it happening. As far as anything goes, that's what I see. Sami Zayn versus Triple H. Why not? Put Triple H over.
Anyways, let's get to more serious stuff. Jacob, what about you? Do you see Seth Rollins making it to WrestleMania this year, or do you see him taking another hiatus?
I don't see him making it to WrestleMania this year, only because, like, that's just fucking stupid, because the build-up for this whole match has been ice cold for the past 6 months. The only time that we saw Triple H was when he screwed Rollins out of the title, and that he didn't even show up until last week. So, they're acting like the build-up to this feud has been so hot when it really hasn't. It's been ice cold for the past 6 months. So now that Rollins is injured, I don't think that they're going to keep like it on the sidelines and just spark it back up a week before WrestleMania, you know? So no, I don't think the match is going to happen. And as for what Triple H does, you know, who the fuck cares? All I care about is what Samoa Joe is doing, and I don't know what the fuck he's doing at WrestleMania. So you know what? Fucking put Samoa Joe and Triple H together. I don't fucking care. I don't know. Do something like that. Because if they absolutely have to scramble for like that match for Triple H to absolutely have a match, then that's the only logical match I could see them doing.
Okay, let's go to another match. Now this one, this was, I feel like literally someone just got high off shit and was just like, holy crap, dude, I thought of a good match. Let's do this for WrestleMania. This is coming from a guy that's not a Cena fan. But even I know this is stupid and even low for Cena. Now, I don't know why they're thinking. We could have done John Cena and Samoa Joe, which would have been fine. But no, instead, we're getting John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice, possibly a mixed tag team match. And rumors are going around that this will be Nikki Bella's final match, and she will retire after WrestleMania. We'll start with you, Cody. What are your thoughts about this mixed tag team match?
First sight of that being a Roman match, I was literally just like, "Are you serious?" Like,
oh, it's gonna be one of the main matches too. It's supposed to be one of the big matches. I heard.
God, Jesus, dude. I don't. Like as much as I don't freaking like Cena, like big match John has got to be put in a freaking better match than that and be putting someone over. Why though? Is it because it's
that's what I'm asking?
Match or what? Like I don't.
That's what I'm asking. Like you had opportunity to see a Taker, Cena, freaking Samoa Joe, and this is what you do instead? Like it just feels like one of those random matches you see on SmackDown or on Raw. It's just like it doesn't feel WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't. That just feels like a freaking match that you could do at like a random episode of SmackDown. No, I'm not okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with it. Like you did Cena and The Miz. Like at least you got background behind it. You can have a story with Cena and be like, "I want redemption for you beating me." Blah 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 blah. Like it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense because Cena basically be bitching and complaining about something that happened like nearly 10 years ago. Like,
yeah. I see where you're coming from.
But I mean,
Yeah.
at least you got something there, or again, you could go with the plan you were gonna do and have Cena against Samoa Joe and have Samoa Joe win. But
No, we can't do that. We can't sell our freaking arena. We gotta do freaking Johnson and Nikki Bella because they're on Total Divas. Yeah, and The Miz and Maurice because Total Divas because that's what people want. Think about it. It's all the Total Diva cast.
That's freaking like. Dude,
Think about that. They're all on Total Divas.
Yeah, this is the scene that goes with like some of the matches of this card. Like, it's just like you're sticking a freaking needle in an arm, like, and holding it there for like 10 minutes, being like, "You're going to enjoy this." You're like, "No, we don't want shit like this. You're gonna have a mixed tag match at Mania." No, I don't fucking want that crap. I want something else.
Well, we'll go on now. Let the others now talk now. I will start with you, Scott. Are you fine with this match or no?
No. To me, I think it's a slap in the face to John Cena. I mean, even though I'm not his biggest fan, but I like his new gimmick. But it's just a snap. It's just like Vince McMahon is slapping John Cena in the face and spitting on his legacy.
Well, we all know how Vince is with Cena. Well, Cena is now just his side bitch. Now his new bitch is freaking Reigns. We all know that.
Yeah.
I don't even want to even ask Mitch because I see your profile picture. I feel like I should just skip you. So I don't trust you, Mitch.
No,
But that's crazy.
Who thinks at all that I'm for this match. I don't
Oh,
think
gosh.
Cena's a marquee match. I'm not a huge fan of the Cena and Bella brand. If Nikki does retire, okay, that's fine if she retires. However, the one thing I will say with it is it does have story to it. The Miz has been the top star since he was Intercontinental Champion and is basically the top heel on SmackDown. Him and Cena, I think, could put on a great feud and a great angle. Not too sure about Maurice. I'm actually quite interested to see if they put Maurice back into an active wrestling role, or is this going to be her only time coming back into the ring and then she's going to continue to manage? So I'm fine with it. It's just a matter of the storytelling. We can't hop and say it's going to be the worst thing since sliced bread if we haven't seen it yet. Before we just saw the John Cena and the Miz thing. Remember, the Miz wasn't well established yet. Yes, the Miz won tag team titles with Morrison. Yes, the Miz ended up skyrocketing and doing Show Miz. Yes, the Miz became a tag team champion and also United States champion and Money in the Bank winner. But everything happened so quick. If you're going to throw the Miz in an angle, now he has established himself as a top-tier athlete, an athlete that has never been injured or removed off of a wrestling event. Look at how many times Cena has been removed off of an injury or something like that. That is what can be built off of it. Yes, the Miz started doing movies. He started doing a bunch of stuff. They have more of a direction that they can go with the Miz and Cena now, where the Miz has developed his character. John Cena has spread out widely over his career. So overall, I'm not going to crap on this because, yet again, this could be good storytelling between them. Sadly enough, that the Miz and Maurice will not win. But I'm interested to see what Maurice can do in the ring again. I haven't seen her wrestle since. So that's what my true opinion is. So you can suck a dick, Preston. I actually gave some fucking great feedback on what I think. Asshole. Round of applause for me.
All right, Jacob, what about you? What about this match before we continue?
I honestly agree with everything Mitch just said because, like, you know, he's right. You could do a lot of good story building between John Cena and The Miz. Like, I don't see John Cena and The Miz being a bad match for WrestleMania. Like, I'm fine with that. It's just the whole Maurice and Nikki Bella factor about it. It's just like they could still do the match, I think, like the mixed tag team match, but I feel like it'd be a better, like, more marquee match if it was just John Cena versus The Miz. And if you build off of the fact of, like, you know, like, Miz has never been injured and John Cena can say that he's been injured before, and, you know, they can play realism in the fact that outside of WWE, Miz is a good, like, spokesperson and he does all the Make-A-Wish crap, so they can just, like, use some of that shit. And yeah, but I'm not opposed to a John Cena and a Miz match. I'm opposed to the whole mixed gender tag match thing. And for people saying that this is Nikki Bella's, like, last match or whatever, I don't think it is, because Nikki Bella, like, just does anything for attention. So she'll probably say shit like that, like, this is my last match, just to get the fans to be like, oh, please don't go, Nikki, and shit like that. Because it's Nikki Bella. What the fuck do you expect? So I don't think that it's going to be, I don't know. I'm fine with this match happening. John Cena versus The Miz one-on-one, if there's a good story to it, even though The Miz would not win if that happened.
Okay, now let's go on to a match. Now, I swear this one, yes, I swear got the game booted out. Because I do not think there's one person that's... I think we can all agree on this one. This is a wasted spot, a wasted match, and this is supposed to be Big Show's retirement match from what I've heard. He's going to be retiring at this year's WrestleMania very soon after. You're telling me that of all the people in the back that you can help build up or give us some decent go-out match with Big Show, it's not even a wrestler. It's Shaquille O'Neal. Cody, I'm going to start with you. Just saying that out loud makes me want to puke.
Big Show, Shaquille O'Neal. if it is his last match, if it is, then just I don't understand. But it might not be his last match. Have you seen the shape Big Show's been in? He's actually been really good fucking shape for someone how big he is and him how old he is. He's actually in really good shape.
He's the medium show.
Right? He's turning into the medium show. But I could actually see him going on after this. So if it's not his last match, then I'm not fine with this. But it's not. Let's put it this way: compared to another match, I would take this over that because we'll get into that in a little bit. But if this is his last match, dude, I don't understand it.
Are we really feeling bad for Big Show right now?
I want you to explain. I want to explain one last thing before I go, Scott. I just want to say this right now. If this is actually on the main card, I'm gonna fucking be infuriated. No joke. I will fucking rant the fuck out of this thing. If it's on the pre-show, I won't be as angry. I'll still be annoyed, but
That's basically my opinion on it. You don't even have to go to me. That's my opinion on it.
It's not going to be on the fucking pre-show. I don't know why we're fucking delving into it. They're going to do Shaq and fucking Big Show, and if they don't do Shaq and Big Show, oh fucking well. Here's the main fact, guys. Shaq and Big Show's stupid. It's a publicity stunt, which, again, it would be understandable if they did it when Shaq was in his prime. But guess what? Shaq is washed up in his fucking prime. So they're doing something that's old news. It's actually the stupidest thing that they could do because it isn't going to generate viewers. Floyd Money Mayweather and The Big Show, that drew ratings. If they were to do The Big Show versus Conor McGregor, that would be the next best thing since sliced bread. Because guess what? It's McGregor against The Big Show. Big Show's going to stretch him in half. The Shaq? No. Fucking stupid. I don't even know why we're talking about this. Preston, it's going to be on the show, no matter what. But guess what? There's been tons of WrestleManias that have had stupid shit on it.
Involving The Big Show.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Have we ever thought about the stupid segments that they did? The fucking the cat fight that they did at WrestleMania 19, where it was Stacy Keibler and fucking Tori Wilson and the cat fight girls, and they ended up fucking strip teasing and hitting each other with pillows and shit. There's been stupid fucking WrestleMania 7 that they did the Legends over the top battle royal, and half of them couldn't even walk up the long fucking ramp.
Oh my god, that took forever.
Like come on. Like Shaq, we shouldn't even be talking about this because it's beyond stupid. Let's talk about something that's fucking wrestling.
Fuck. Yeah, all right, fine. We can all agree it's shit. Then. Let's just agree with that.
I mean, I'm just gonna give my short opinion on it. Hopefully, this match doesn't last like longer than 3 minutes because I
swear to God, if this, I'm saying this right now, if this match lasts longer than Goldberg and fucking Lesnar fucking Survivor Series, fuck.
Yeah, there's no fucking way this match is gonna go on for that long. So
I hope it's like fucking. This is really one of those matches. I wish it would be 18 seconds. This would be one of the exceptions. Now let's move on. Next one's the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Honestly, I feel like this is like the equivalent of Big Show and Shaq. I don't give a shit. I don't even care at this point. There's no point even talking positively or negatively. It's just one of those things that's like.
I'm going Corbin year 2.
I just.
What? Why are we talking negative about it, or not any positive thing? Before I felt like that, but I think by giving it to Baron Corbin and marketing him that way, I think Baron Corbin really elevated himself from winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Cup. I think whoever wins it now will look better. When they gave it to a no-name, and like when they gave it to Cesaro, they should have fucking ran with it, but they didn't run with it. No, I honestly, guys. The Andre the Giant Memorial Cup won't be bad. It's just who they give it to. Who will it be? Who will be in it? We know that the Big Show's not going to be in it this year. So that's good. That doesn't put a sour taste in people's mouths. But they're going to have to put somebody in. So who's it going to be?
Let's
Strowman.
make
I guarantee
Baron
Braun
Young
Strowman.
great again.
Braun Strowman. I'm saying right now, Braun Strowman.
It's Braun Strowman. The Under the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is, I'm not. It's there. It's there. It's not. It hasn't always been a good thing, but it hasn't always been a bad thing either. Like Baron Corbin winning the Battle Royal, that was one of the better WrestleMania 32 moves that they did. And like, even caught me off guard because I was watching live. I didn't see Baron Corbin in there, and then when he threw Arcane, I'm like, oh, whoa, shit. Okay, great. But as far as it goes, I think I know who's winning, and why do I have mixed feelings on it? I have mixed feelings on it for some weird reason, but I can't put my finger on it. Braun Strowman winning it. I just see Braun Strowman taking it.
You
never know. I hope they don't do this, but you never know. They could because Finn Balor is going to be cleared in March, so they have to do something with Balor.
No. Finn deserves better. I'm sorry.
I know he deserves better, but I'm just saying, like, if they had to do absolutely something,
just think about
it. A big pop.
It scares me because I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to take a main event guy like Balor and they're going to say, we're going to put you in the Battle Royal, we're going to have you win it. Or you'll be at least being a file to a Strowman. Because we got nothing for you. I mean, we could put you in a match with Taker, but that we got to leave that to Roman Reigns. Sorry.
Okay. Preston, you can't put Finn Balor against The Undertaker. A guy like Roman Reigns against Undertaker, those guys work slowly. Finn Balor does fucking sling blades, double foot stomps, fucking him just taking a fucking belly-to-belly suplex and a German suplex was hard on his body. You think really after what we saw at the Royal Rumble where he wasn't taking many bumps and the bump he took from the spear from Goldberg, like you think about the shape that The Undertaker's in, you really think he's going to be in shape to take a fucking sling blade, all these new school moves, double stomps to the back of the head. Finn Balor will have to wash down his fucking wrestling ability completely because it's going to kill him. As much as I would love to see Finn Balor and Undertaker in his prime, when Undertaker was like fucking American Badass going against like, let's say, Jeff Hardy in the ladder match and stuff, and when even in 2005 to 2009, when he was still at his top peak, he would be great against Finn Balor. But it's not going to happen. And the visual is awesome. It sounds good on paper, but the match would be a stinker because they wouldn't be able to do what we would want to see. We can play the video games all we want and do all these cool moves, but like, I don't think Undertaker could take the fucking shit that Finn Balor does or any of these fast guys now. Why they're putting him up against Roman Reigns is because Roman Reigns is so fucking, like, he's so slow, methodical. He almost has the same moveset as Taker by jumping over the rope, and he has that look and stuff. As much as nobody likes Roman Reigns, it's actually turning around to being something like that, right? Where Roman Reigns is a guy that can work around his style, where he doesn't have to do a crucifix sit-down powerbomb to The Undertaker. He can do clotheslines, and he can do kicks, and he can do Superman punches, and he can do spears. Some simple, short and simple. That's my own opinion there. It's Undertaker can't be taking the abuse that from Finn Balor with that moveset. It's just impossible now, or else Undertaker's going to get severely injured.
Yeah, see, the reason why I brought up Balor for that is because, like, I think that they want him on WrestleMania in some capacity. So I think the safest thing for them to do is probably put him in the Battle Royal. Like, I know he deserves better than that, but like at the same time, like if they want to do something with Balor, like putting him in the Battle Royal and having him win it would be like the safest thing to do. And I think the crowd would pop for it. I don't think the crowd would give a fuck.
I mean, well, and Mitch brought up a good point. Like, when he said that it sounds great on paper, but when you think about it, I think and this is something I'll bring up real quick before we go back to the Wrestlemania card. A lot of people want Balor and Taker, and while the entrances would look cool and fucking amazing, and I would fucking mark out for that shit, you gotta think about it. Balor is freaking rough. He's rough in the ring. Like for example, like you know that running corner dropkick he does to set up for the coup de grace. Like Taker cannot take that, and Taker is my all-time favorite. Always has been, always will be. But I know, like at his age, even though he could still go, that would be the end of his career. That would be the end of his career, and he wouldn't be able to go on anymore if he did face Balor. So like I get why that's a dream match in the sense of like, oh, the entrances and everything. With the look of it is cool. The look of it would be fucking great, but the match, man, like, I mean, we obviously don't want to see Balor dumb down his moveset, right? And that's like it. Fucking.
What about you, Scott? Oh, sorry, Cody. Do you want to continue?
Yeah, it's just like they're two completely different movesets, and you got to take into consideration about Taker's health. Fucking. Like for example, like even though he's retired, Sting is someone that could work at Taker's pace.
That'd be fucking
and
perfect.
It's a dream match. That's the ideal
perfect.
dream match.
That would be it. I would want that being Taker's retirement match, hands down. If they did that, I'm fine.
And the same thing goes with AJ Styles. Like for me, that would be a personal dream match of mine, Styles and Taker. But again, Styles Taker is the same way as Balor Taker. Styles' moveset is up at the next level. And Taker could not take a Styles dude. If Taker took a Styles clash, man, I don't know what would be then result of that for him. Like, I don't know, but I'm not defending Reigns Taker by any means, but with Reigns' boring moveset, it sadly works. I just don't want, if it is Taker's last match, I don't want Reigns to fucking win. I don't want Reigns to fucking win at the end, period. Is he gonna win? Probably.
He will.
It's gonna piss me off.
Oh, it'll piss me off too. I'll chuck shit everywhere that fucking happens. But fuck, we're the wrestling fans. We don't know any better.
I think the best way for Roman Reigns to win would be for him to turn heel. And then but I don't think at this rate it's not going to happen because Vince is too high on his dick. You know, he just fucking.
Well, it's not even that. It's just if he turn heel, I don't care. At this point, ever since the Rumble, I've lost all respect for the Reigns character. I cannot stand it. Even if he turned heel, that was the final straw. I was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like,
it wasn't Reigns' fault that they put him.
I'm not saying it was Reigns' fault. Like, I'm saying I don't hate him as a human being. I just, as a character, as a wrestler, I can't stand him anymore. Like, I've lost all faith. I just cannot.
Yeah, I know. It's just that was stupid. Like, what the fuck could WWE have expected? Like, what other reaction could they have expected from that Royal Rumble moment?
Yeah, it was dumb. But before we continue on with the last couple matches, and then we'll talk about what we prefer. Scott, what are your thoughts about the Battle Royal? Do you think it should stay, or do you think it should go, or do you think it should move somewhere else, or what?
I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle of it. I'm not big on it as much as I used to, but I hope they give it to somebody more deserving than Braun Strowman.
Maybe Ty Dillinger. You never know.
Be a possibility. Now, here comes the match. I think this is the match Clay was talking about earlier that's really going to piss him off in. This proves this is why fans get pissed off. This is why I get furious. This is why Cody rants. This is why Mitch rants. This is why I fucking shit on shit. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Let's see if this makes sense. WWE. Remember back in the day where we had the Hulk Hogan's and Ultimate Warriors, and it was just all the big men, big muscular men, and then along came Bret Hart. He became the new face for a while. and we had new styles. We had like British Bulldogs, and then Shawn Michaels came along. We had new stars. But then look what happened. We had to change things up because of the Monday Night Wars. That's when we got Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker, Kane, Mankind, Triple H. New stars. Then look what happened. You have the Ruthless Aggression. We had to get new stars like Kurt Angle, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista. New stars. Now it's going to PG era, Universe era. We need new stars. We have Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio. We had all this time. New stars. Now let's go this year.
Andrade
New
Cien
stars.
Almas.
New stars. And what are our new stars? Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg for the Universal title in the main event of WrestleMania. I got nothing. Just rant away, Cody. I literally can't. No. No.
You read my mind. You read my mind.
Go, Cody.
I really don't
Go
know
ahead,
what.
Cody.
You know, on the freaking match card standpoint, let me just say this. First off, let's take the step at a time. Fastlane, and I find out, and it's ironic, Mitch, that you put that picture up of Goldberg with the Universal title. I would be happy for Goldberg winning the Universal title. I wouldn't be mad at, okay, I would be, but at the same time, I would be happy for him. One more title run. Yeah.
He's 56 years old. What are you talking?
No, like as a guy that hasn't necessarily hated Goldberg, like a fan part, like, but hold on, let me finish. Does that mean I want him to win at Fastlane? No, I don't want him to win at Fastlane. Is he gonna win? Probably he's gonna win at Fastlane. Oh god, and you know, starting to think about it, I think this is worse than the freaking Reigns Taker match, because at least that's not gonna be the main event of Mania, and at least they're not taking the freaking championship or whatever. But yeah. Goldberg and Brock. Two guys from the Ruthless Aggression era. That was 2000 to 2003. Is this what year is this? 2017. Do I remember correctly? This year's 2017, right?
Yeah, 2017.
And didn't Goldberg and Brock leave after 2004 WrestleMania? If memory serves me correctly, right?
Yeah, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble 2004 was the last time Goldberg was in a Rumble besides this year. And Brock and Goldberg was their last match at WrestleMania 20. It was in 2004. Right. That was their final match.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, so they came back. Brock came back after a while because MMA didn't go too well for him.
Sorry, continue.
Like Brock had some success in MMA, winning the UFC championship early on, and then after you lost the whole dream.
Sorry.
You're a nasty cough there, Preston.
I know, right? It was just every time I mentioned Lesnar, I'm just like, wait, yeah. You got fined. Sorry. Continue. Sorry.
So we go into press time, 2016. We find out that Goldberg's in the WWE 2K17 video game. Fine, great. Goldberg comes back for an appearance. Fine, great. Goldberg Brock having another match. Ugh, that's scary. WrestleMania 20 match. God awful. But whatever. Okay, it's gonna happen. Happened in the main event Survivor Series. Okay, sure. I guess. Minute 26. What the fuck? You know, shocking. I like shocking moments and all. But I draw the line here. I draw the line here, man. I honestly do. Okay, so why? There's simply why the fuck? There's a lot of things wrong with this. Okay, first off, Goldberg Brock, the rematch. It was evident it was gonna happen. Okay, let's be honest. Like that part, I'm not mad at. But here's why I get mad. This is the rumored main event of WrestleMania. You know, even though Orton won the Rumble, he should be main eventing WrestleMania because he won the Royal Rumble match. He's the one that earned the main event the most. But, it's okay. At least it's not going to be... At least Goldberg, Brock, at least they're not going to do anything, right? Oh, well, hey, here's a rumor that Goldberg's going to win the Universal title Fastlane. What are you getting at here? Oh, well, Goldberg and Brock Lesnar is going to be for the Universal title Mania. No, don't do that. Oh, and you want to know who the winner is going to be? It's gonna be Goldberg, right? Because we don't want to see a regular Brock Lesnar reign. If I had to pick, oh no, it's gonna be Brock Lesnar. It's gonna be another one of his reigns. Now,
Well, you gotta understand that Goldberg is the best dad on the planet, and they just want him as the Universal Champion because he's such a great dad, you know.
I mean, great dad. I'm not disputing that, but dad, you can't like a dad. You like, are we? Is this the World Parenting Entertainment Federation or whatever? Is it that? No, it's not.
It just.
It's World
and I'm
Wrestling
And I'm sorry to
Entertainment.
interrupt you, Cody, but it also brings up the point. It's exactly the excuse of, oh, we gotta give John Cena all these towers because he does the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Like, you shouldn't brag about that. Like the Lexman said, and I watched that video where it's corporate Cena, like a fan versus Cena type scenario, and they have a
Oh
good
my
point.
god, I love that.
You shouldn't brag about freaking being, having Make-A-Wish, all these kids. You should just do it because it's good. And it should just be, it's good to your heart, not just get more publicity. That's a kind of a cop out.
Yeah, like okay, with the thing with that, I understand Cena being rewarded for his hard work outside. That I understand that perfectly
absolutely,
fine.
yeah.
That's understandable. Like him winning world titles for and for being a wrestler and doing all this stuff. You know what? Fine. Like that's okay. But whatever. Friggin', Cena's tied the record. We all knew it was gonna happen. I had my episode, but then I'm good now. Life moves on. He's gonna lose it at Chamber to Wyatt. Please. But back to this. What was I gonna talk? Oh, okay. Let's go back in time a little bit to Brock's title run in 2014. Now,
Okay, now,
let me go back.
and I gotta pause you one more thing, Cody, because here's the thing. We've had part-time champions before, but here's the thing. I think, in my honest opinion, I still think the best part-time reign of this era was Triple H. I still think that to this day, because not only did he wrestle on pay-per-views, he wrestled on live tour events, and he wrestled on Raw. The Rock never did that. Fucking Brock Lesnar never did that. That's, I think, in my opinion, I think Brock was the worst, just through the fact he's Brock. He's the guy that he doesn't give a shit. He's just like, I don't give a shit. I'm just here for the money. I'm gonna leave, have my nice life on the ranch or whatever. Then, oh fuck, gotta go back to work. Oh well, beat up a few people, not have a classic matches, dominate someone. Okay, I'm gonna get my money, then leave, and then okay, whatever. That's fucking Brock.
Sorry to cut you off, but here's the statistic that I found out. Brock Lesnar, since WrestleMania 32, has only been in the ring not even 20 minutes. And he gets paid $6 million a goddamn year. Now, I would love to be in Brock's shoes when it comes to that. I'm just putting that out there. I would love to be in Brock's shoes right there. I would totally get in the ring for like less than 20 minutes to get $6 million a year. Sign me the fuck up. But Brock, the one thing he did good, and this was brought up when Mitch brought it up in a video that he did a while ago, in the Wrestling Gurus. It gave guys a chance. It gave other guys like Ambrose and Wyatt, and Rollins the main event picture, which that part I like. I will say that I like that. But
yes.
You know what I also like? I also like a champion being there and defending his championship. Like, obviously, it's not always about the world championship, but that is a key factor.
Especially
when you think about it. And while Goldberg as champion wouldn't last too long, it only lasted a month. Think about who he's dropping it to. Brock, goddamn, motherfucking Lesnar.
You don't even want to know who they're planning to give the title to after Brock.
Oh, I heard. It's one of the.
Oh, that's gonna fucking piss me off even more. So it's like, first you're gonna make me mad by giving it to Goldberg. Then you're gonna get me angry by giving it to Lesnar. Then you're gonna possibly give it to either freaking Strowman or Reigns, and I'm gonna pull every hair out of my body and freaking go completely mentally insane.
The only thing I say to that is I think they deserve it more than Goldberg or Lesnar, because at least they're fucking there Preston, think about this. They're there. They're there every week. They bust their ass off every week, okay?
Fuck, dude, but still, it's like a Harker.
I'm not saying I would want them to drop the belt to them. No, by any means, no. Someone else, please.
It's scary because there's not even Money in the Bank holder anymore. It's like, at least with Rollins, we had at least backup to save our skins, but there's no Money in the Bank this time.
Here's
No
my hope.
Money in the Bank. That scares me.
Hold on. Hey, Preston, it's okay. It's okay. We can only hope that someone from Raw wins Money in the Bank, or if they have 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches again. Don't know.
I don't know what
they
they're
do
doing.
that, and then before the SummerSlam match ends between Reigns or Strowman and Lesnar, and SummerSlam, they pull a Seth Rollins. That's my pray. I'm praying right now. But Goldberg, now overall, just the Goldberg Lesnar match happening in Mania. That's not the problem. That's really not the problem. There's 3 problems, and a 4th one if you don't like the aftermath of it. First problem, it's the main event of Mania, when others who are actually there every week should deserve the main event, but no, we're going to give it to these guys because ticket sales, which I get that from a business perspective, but, like, still, it doesn't mean they deserve it. Secondly, it's going to be for the Universal Championship, a world championship between these 2 part-timers. World title being a main event, yes, great, awesome. But with part-timers... 2 part-timers?
It's not even like an Undertaker or Cena, where at least one guy is a full-time, the other's a part-time. Fuck, it's really 2 part-timers. 2 part-timers.
Full-time anymore though. Like, I heard he's taking time off again after Mania 33 to
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like, Cena's
I know what you
there
mean, yeah.
more than
I know what you mean, but it's almost becoming, that would almost kind of be the same thing, but not to the extreme of fucking Goldberg.
Yeah, but anyways, and then what's your 3rd reason?
Final thing is that who they're gonna have friggin' win the belt at Mania, and that's a lose-lose. Goldberg retains, he's gonna take time off unless he extends the deal. He's actually gonna be there, or whatever the hell. Brock is not gonna be there every single pay-per-view and defend the belt.
I'm more worried about Kevin Owens. I'm afraid it's just giving another squash match. It's like, I hate the squash matches. I always hated them. That's why I never liked Lesnar, because they're always squash matches. I like it when it goes back and forth. I like competition. I hate squash matches.
Dustin, believe the hype. Believe the hype and fear the spear.
We'll get to you, Mitch, because I know you're going to be fucking all over this match, because I know you. But can we finish up? Do you have any final thoughts about this before we move on to Scott?
That's final thoughts, man. Is don't expect me to be happy by the end of this.
I'm gonna jump on your band.
There's like a 0.1% chance that I'll be happy with the outcome, and freaking. But just put it in plain perspective. Me being happy about this afterwards is not gonna fucking happen, man. I'm not gonna be a very happy camper.
Well, I did see your Twitter thing with Scott going back and forth, and I thought it was very amusing. Let's go to you now, Scott. Have you been listening?
Yeah.
Okay. What about your thoughts about the potential main event of Brock and Goldberg for the Universal title?
Someone else deserves it more than Brock Lesnar. He's had this one. He doesn't need it. They should have Goldberg face someone else like Finn Balor or Samoa Joe.
That doesn't. Sorry to cut you off, Scott, but that goes back to the whole Taker Balor thing that we were talking about. That Balor would not be.
Don't forget, freaking too. Like, Goldberg's not just like. It's not just that even Goldberg's old. Like, this guy's known to be fucking stiff. Like, we're not just talking about Goldberg could get fucking hurt. We're talking about Balor could get hurt too.
It's lose, man. But go ahead, continue, Scott.
Okay, or like Samoa Joe, or maybe have Hideo Itami come in beat Goldberg for it.
Hideo Itami, same thing is. I could agree with Joe maybe to an extent, maybe, but Itami again that goes back to Balor. And
don't forget, Hideo Itami just came back from getting injured in the head or the neck area. So you really want to put up against a main roster match against Goldberg and risk him getting injured? I mean, this guy's been injured twice. He's been gone for almost 2 years. we don't want to risk him. Plus, he's going to be going back at NXT anyway because they need the talent.
Mhm.
So there's that. But I get what you're saying. Now, let's go on. Now, I know what you're going to do, Mitch. But before you say anything, we already know you're a big Goldberg mark. You'll always be a Goldberg fan. I respect that. I never grew up with Goldberg, but you did. We all know you're a Goldberg because you're a big Goldberg mark. But for the love of God. Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
You saw this coming, Christian.
I should know. I wasn't as big of a Marcus Christian.
Believe the hype.
Okay. Now, as we know, Mitch is a big time Goldberg fan. Now let's go on to Mitch before we go on to the last couple matches, and then we kind of talk about more about the possible WrestleMania theme. So your honest thoughts about this whole situation and possibly this being the main event for the Universal title.
I'm fucking fine with Goldberg. Everyone's bitching about Goldberg, and I'm fucking pumped. I'm pumped for Goldberg, dude.
We know you're pumped for Goldberg. I'm talking about the actual match, not just one person. The whole scenario and what could happen. We're not talking about. That's the thing, Mitch. I'm not mad. I'm not just. If Goldberg wins, I'm going to be like, oh my God, but I'm not going to be like shucking shit. I'm not going to be that mad. No, that's going to be the fucking main event.
You want my honest opinion? Kevin Owens should be squashed. Not because, and this is not me trolling. This is me being serious. Kevin Owens needs to be squashed, or else the build-up to Goldberg and Lesnar is not going to be sufficient. Goldberg needs to win because whoever beats Goldberg will look strong, and that's just hands down. And if that's given to Lesnar, then that will boost Lesnar after his two major losses at Survivor Series and stuff. Do I agree that it should be Kevin Owens? No, I'm not a huge fan that it's Kevin Owens. But it has to be done. It has to be done. You can't tell me that Lesnar, a guy that defeated the streak, that's why it was so shocking. Lesnar defeated the streak. He beat John Cena like a rag doll that year and became the champion. He never lost the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He was never pinned. That is why it's different. Lesnar then went on to ragdoll Dean Ambrose. He then went on to ragdoll Randy Orton. The dominant force, even though he lost the WWE Championship, he was still the dominant force. So putting him against Goldberg, so Goldberg wins, was a huge shocker. We've heard that from Cody. It was a major shocker. Goldberg hitting Lesnar was a bigger shocker. Putting him against Owens, unfortunately is the Universal Champion, but you have to give it to Goldberg. And if they don't give it to Goldberg, another scenario could be that Lesnar interferes in that match. That could still be a thing. This card that you're talking about could not even happen. Some of these matches, some of them could be changed like that. I'm saying Goldberg wins the title and he squashes Kevin Owens, and people have been saying an even closer to quicker than what he beat Lesnar in. Why would you have Owens do a 15-minute match with Goldberg, or even a 5-minute match with Goldberg? Why would you have him in that ring so long with Goldberg? It makes Lesnar look like shit then. It makes everything building up to what Lesnar did look like shit. It has no purpose. It would make no sense. Then Lesnar goes, oh, I got beat in a minute and 26 seconds, but here's Kevin Owens that lasted this long. How does that make sense? It doesn't. That's why it's logical, unless somebody interferes in that and costs Goldberg the match. This is just being reality here. You cannot say that them just having Kevin Owens match wouldn't make Brock Lesnar look bad, because it does. Everything building up to the moment led up to it, right? So Kevin Owens is unfortunately a guy that needs to be squashed. But guess what? He gets a match with fucking Goldberg. That's my one thing, guys. You can choose to boo it and like it, but if Goldberg is the champion, I'll embrace it, because I was a huge Goldberg fan. Hell, I went to detention for spearing kids on the playground in elementary school and said, "You're next," and then I got suspended for it because you don't do hands-on in a school playground. And I decided to play a game called Kill the Carrier and spear everybody in sight, and I would spear them like Goldberg speared Christian. And like I would drill him. Like I would spear Jared, for example. I speared Jared so hard that I hit my leg off off his coffee table, and he just finished eating ice cream cake, and he almost threw up. I speared people to the point where they felt like they had bruised ribs or felt like they were going to throw up, because I would spear them right after a meal. Ruthless. So I've always been a Goldberg fan. Fuck, my top figure that I used in wrestling was a Goldberg figure, because I was a huge Goldberg fan. It's again, you guys don't have to agree with it, but again, it makes sense if Kevin Owens loses. This is the one time it makes sense.
Okay. Let's see here. Now let's go on to the next.
No, just wait a second, Preston. Wait a second, guys. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't really want to talk about it. I'm kind of honestly defeated at this point. I honestly don't care at this point.
Well, do you agree with it? Does it make sense?
No, honestly, I still don't. But fuck, if they're gonna do this match, do whatever. Have them squash Owens in like 5 seconds and fucking kill him off.
I'm gonna put this question.
I don't fucking care.
Preston, I'm gonna put this question.
I'm done.
Preston, you need to then put your pride. I'm putting my pride away from Owens. I'm a huge Owens fan, and I'm a huge Goldberg fan, and I'm a huge Lesnar fan. You can put this aside. You had Lesnar that beat Taker, big match, beat Cena, beat Orton, beat tons of other wrestlers, and made short work of them. Top stars, to Goldberg to come in to win that in a minute and 26. You cannot say that somebody can stretch that, because that will make Lesnar look like shit. Then it doesn't look good for a main event. If you have Goldberg, like, it does. You can't have fucking any longer. Like, I maybe if it's a few seconds longer or a couple minutes longer. I'm talking a full-fledged match, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, and Brock Lesnar can't last a minute and 26 with, or a minute and 24 with Goldberg. Like, come on, that makes Lesnar look like shit. Then it's like, what does he have to offer? Fucking Kevin Owens lasted longer than this. And Brock Lesnar beat so many top-tier athletes. What the fuck's going on here? And nevertheless, Kevin Owens hasn't won cleanly. It's always due to help. Hell in a Cell, perfect example. Roadblock, perfect example. Royal Rumble, perfect example. It would make no sense, even for Kevin Owens, to go that long with him.
No, to me, honestly, at the end of it, there's nothing that they can do to sell me on this match. Like, they can do whatever. They can, like, the stuff makes sense because they are have it make sense because it's what they want to do at the end of the day. So what kind of goddamn control are we gonna have at the end of the day?
Yes. I 100%
Like it's
agree.
and it's the honest to God truth. Like we can all like complain, which we have every single right to do. And I'm saying it now, doing a freaking thing on the goddamn earth that's gonna stop me from complaining about it because my right, my voice, and I have a reason to gripe about it. It may make sense at the end of the day, though. It's the fact that fucking the main problem I have with it is it's like I'm not trying to sound like a freaking whiny titty baby because for the better part of the year when a lot of people were bitching about 2016, even the shit that they were doing with Reigns, I've been perfectly content with what they've done. I've just learned to love it. But then there's a certain part where I'm just like, fucking, why? Like, fuck, stop right there. Like, what? Why? It's fucking stupid. And that's what Goldberg, Brock, whole thing is. It's fucking stupid, and it's gone on like a bit longer than what it should have been. Like, do I like the shocking moment of how Goldberg beat Brock? It was shocking. Like I'll be honest, I'm still fully not over that yet. But fucking, it was the wrong booking move. At the end of the day, it should have been someone else. Should have been someone else, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Who? That I can't
well,
answer because I don't know.
Well,
But
and I know we talked about a lot about this. We both have different opinions on this. Let's go on to the WWE Championship match. I think I'm all right with this match. Bray Wyatt possibly facing Randy Orton. Here's my question. If Bray Wyatt wins, I'm a fucking happy camper. Because this guy fucking is overdue a world title. My question is, if they do this match at WrestleMania, will Bray go over and retain, or are they going to give it to Randy Orton? That is my question, because I have this feeling, and I hate saying this, I think Orton's going to go over, because he's never beaten Bray Wyatt yet. And I think he's going to be on at WrestleMania. His losing streak's going to continue. And I don't know. That's one thing I'm worried about more is the result. Cody, what are your thoughts about the entire WWE title match between possibly Bray and Randy Orton?
first off, the fact that Wyatt is quite possibly gonna win the WWE Championship isn't exciting. I'm more than happy for that because he was honestly the first WWE guy that I've met, and that is a true fact. So hearing the rumors about how he's winning the belt, even though it's a rumor and take it with a grain of salt at the end of the day, I was honestly jumping up and down like a kid in the candy store. I was happy. I was happy to hear this, that they could finally do it. If they do, it's a mark-out moment for me. Personal one for me. Now the match goes. I really hope, really hope that Wyatt wins. If Orton wins, it's not the end of the world. It's just like, come on now, what? Like, come on. Orton's had his time. Let someone else have it. Let Bray Wyatt show the world what he could truly do. Let him have it. Let him have his moment. And his moment is Mania. His moment should be Mania. His moment's going to be champion, but it also should be at Mania as well. And I think it should be clean. If one wins, I really don't know how I feel. Obviously there are worse things as we've talked about here. There are worse things that could potentially happen in Mania. That most of us are not happy with. So at the end of it, life will go on. It's just if they have Orton win, it shows that they don't have any faith in some of the new talent, which is really saddening.
Scott, what about you?
I heard that I think Bray Wyatt's gonna make his. I heard that Randy Orton wants to put him over at WrestleMania, so I think Bray Wyatt's gonna retain and go on for a long title run.
I hope so. I hope. I'm not saying Bray has to hold it for a fucking year, but at least have him hold it for at least 4 or 5 months at least. Get a natural reign. Mitch, what about you? What do you see happening?
Personally, I want Orton to go over at Mania. Reason for him going over at Mania is because not a lot of, except for Roman Reigns, but not even that. A lot of the Royal Rumble winners, if you think about it, have the previous ones have not won the title. Like they haven't been the winner of the Rumble and then ended up winning the title. The trend is like, yes, you get to go on to the WrestleMania, the main event of WrestleMania. Look at Roman Reigns. Still didn't win. Seth Rollins won it. Look at Triple H. He was a champion, but he still lost to Roman Reigns. He went on the Mania and still lost. Batista goes on the WrestleMania, loses to Daniel Bryan. You think of that. The last person to win was 2013 John Cena. So now we're looking at almost 4 years of nobody that has won the Rumble match that has then went on to Mania to actually win at Mania. If they do give it to Orton, it's because of that reason. They want to show that if you go on to the Rumble, they also want to make the Rumble look good. If the Rumble doesn't look good and you have your winner at the Rumble, yeah, you go on the main event WrestleMania and be a part of WrestleMania, and you get a spot at WrestleMania. But those winners in the last few haven't actually went on to become champion. So maybe this is the time that Orton goes on and he actually becomes a champion and beats Bray. Bray can always win it back and become a 2-time champion. There's nothing wrong with that. If Bray goes over, awesome. I think that's cool. But I also am thinking of the credibility of the Rumble match. So I think Randy Orton could possibly go over.
Like, to counter that, that's one reason why I wouldn't necessarily be too pissed today. Because for one, I've liked Randy Orton. I've always liked Orton. So if he wins, it's not. I wouldn't be pissed per se. And plus, they got to make the Rumble look good somehow. So with that in mind, like, friggin' if Orton did win, it wouldn't be like, oh god, this is the worst thing ever, I'm gonna rant. No, like, I would be honestly more sad than friggin' upset. That's just me being honest. I want Wyatt to win, but if Orton wins, like you said, if they give it back to Wyatt, then fine. If not, then I don't want. My fear is I don't want Wyatt to be a fucking transitional champion. I do not want that.
Yeah, almost
And
like
they do nothing else with them. That is when I'll complain. If they have Orton win it after Wyatt wins the belt, and then Wyatt went back to belt like a month or two later, fine, yeah, fine. Orton has his moment at Mania. Wyatt can get the belt back, have his fair run, fine. But if they have Orton beat Wyatt and then do nothing else with Wyatt, completely get him out of the title picture, done, one and done, then that's when I'm going to have a problem with it. It's more what happens down the line that'll determine if this is if Orton wins. If Wyatt wins, fucking amazing. But
I mean, me personally, I would just want the participants. So I would have going to right when the win. That's why I would personally then just swap those.
yeah, like we can have Wyatt win the Rumble and Orton win the Belt of the Chamber. Why not?
Thought the Rumble curse would be over. That'd be great.
Yeah, freaking yeah, curse would be over. I'd win the contest. Everything would be great.
Oh yeah, fuck! Yeah, exactly.
I'm still freaking sour about that. The fact that I was Wyatt and I came that close and freaking Reigns threw me out.
Fucking Webster. That fucking Ashley won for the
God
second
damn
time.
it, Mitch.
I don't even know
For
what that
fuck's sakes.
What does that even say?
It says, I did it for the authority. I drove Orton's getaway car.
You're such an ass, Mitch. Well, I would like to talk more about how we can book everything, but it's getting late, so I think we're just gonna end this video off. As you know, Jacob, my Jacob is working. So with that being said, thank you, Cody, Scott, and Mitch for joining this chat. Who knows, maybe the card will change. I'm praying to God almost every I'm praying to God. Because if this is the card, I'm not gonna like it, but who knows what's gonna happen? They could always change it. So we'll see what happens. But with that being said,
can I say something? Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, let's give a round of applause for Preston Godzilla Hawk. He's an amazing guy that you need to subscribe to ASAP. He goes to work every day and gets a lot of. He's not worth a lot of, but I will say that a person that is worth a lot of is Roman Reigns. Top matches right now, I think, are Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Top match, Shane McMahon. Here comes the and and the winner of this is just 1 second. The winner is Owen Hart, except he fell. That's it, everybody. Peace out.
You fucking asshole.
Take care, guys.